This is Quentin-Rom with a little video on 3 different versions of Seaspray. Let's go. First, let's take a look at the G1 Seaspray mini-bot from 1984. Got this cute little Autobot logo there. It is blue. It is a nice vintage, slightly sunned up blue. Got the Autobot rub symbol. And it does kind of work when it gets warm. It's kind of hard to see it. Got the little rotors. A lot of these break. And it's made so that your fingers can easily slide through without getting mangled. Nice and slide through. And usually it breaks because people try to pull that down and up. But if you slide the legs out, freeze the arms, makes it a lot easier to rotate, and you're not putting added pressure on the blades, which could result in them breaking. Very easy to transform. You can have them nice and tall. Push his legs down to make them shorter. Have his arms out like some kind of Chinese vampire. Or is that not a thing anymore? His arms move up and down, tilt his head a little bit. Very nice robot mode. Get him centered in the camera here. Got a little visor. Very cool. And he has wheels. Got the little Japan logo print on the bottom. Double wheel in the back, one wheel in the front. Rolls very nice and fits on Hot Wheel tracks. Very nice. And here we got the Generations Titan Returns Seaspray. Looking kind of bulky and big. Got this little added accessory which come off. And kind of looks same kind of G1 printing. But obviously placed in completely different spots. And a different blue. For some reason I got this big white thing here. And he doesn't have wheels. So he just kind of scuffs around in the dirt. Roller blades can pinch your fingers. And probably a good way to break them. And let's see if I can transform this guy without being too clumsy. Somewhat simple. And there he is. Looking very nice. A handsome little robot. Kind of like his face sculpt. And why did my camera just bug out? You can hold his little weapon. If you can call it a weapon. I don't know. It's your imagination, your toy. Do what you want with it. You can plug it back in his chest. Got these little bumpers on the back. Kind of cool. Unique in his own way. And before I stop talking about this guy, his back end does open. And I'm just going to use Quentin-Rom's little head partner. And they do fit in here. And you can hide one away. So if you find one of these in the wild, just open it up in that check and see if somebody left their little tight return figure or anything else in there. Thank you, Quentin-Rom, for the use of your head. And now, let's look at the Retro G1 Seaspray that just recently came out. And his rotors are nice and smooth and wider apart, so there's absolutely no chance of your finger getting stuck in between the blades. Stick this little gun on the side, that little peg, and there it is from the front, looking very much like the vintage G1 version. Same color black blades. Got the yellows all in the same spot, except for the windows, but the windows are shaped similar. And if the light catches it, you can see the details, which are somewhat the same. Same for the little sides. Get the little side windows. Except he doesn't have much underneath. But something that I recently discovered while playing with it, namely this little part here in the shape of this. If you take this and stick it on this side of that, put this here, everything kind of fits in there just almost perfectly, just like that. Not a secure fit, but it does fit, and Seaspray can actually roll now. And he hovers above the ground just like an actual hovercraft. Something you can try out if you got the G1 Seaspray. Very cool. Something you can try out. And it actually looks like he's hovering. Alright, let's check out his robot mode. Just an added note, you can see he's not damaged. And this guy, he can't do that. He's basically his own figure. Alright, I just recently got this, and let's see if I can figure out how to, if I can remember how to transform this guy. Yeah, I'm just going to do this off camera. Okay, just had some difficulties getting his head rotated around. And these things do pop off all the time, so be careful with that. Alright, after fumbling around and getting things rotated and turned and twisted, can finish with this. Get its feet all lined up. Bunch of added steps to make it look a little more complicated and stick everything in. Careful folding that, you don't get the rotor is pinched in there. But you could probably leave it up if you wanted. And the arms just rotate around. And everything looks good. Looks very much like the G1 version. They even got the little white backpack. Very cool. And he can hold his weapon. Peg it back up on top like that. Get my camera adjusted. You can have him hold it in his hand. Something the G1 version couldn't do. Of course, he didn't have a weapon. And if you wanted to have him hold it underhand, you can do that quite easily. Or stick it anywhere else you want. But he cannot peg it very well into his back. The gun clip gets in the way. And that, my friends, is 3 versions of Seaspray. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Quentin-Rom. Hope you subscribe, leave a like, comment what you want. And until the next video, be excellent and have fun. Bye.